Good morning. Welcome to our forum discussion today, organized by Ministry of Education. I am Zetty Norhizam, the legal advisor of Malaysia, and today I'm in charge of being the moderator in our discussion. We are gathering to deeply discuss one of the hot topics in the field of education, which is should school children use mobile phones? But before we start it, I would like to introduce our special panel. Our first panel is employee from Universiti Pernikahan Sultan Idris, Professor Muhamad Luqman Hakim bin Khairuddin. You're looking great today, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we have our beautiful and elegant woman, Dr. Izzatul Iman, binti Muhamad Farid, from University Technology Marang. How are you guys doing? Is everyone feeling good?
Thank you for asking. I'm feeling really great today. First of all, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Muhamad Luqman Hakim bin Khairuddin, and I'm honored to be here as a panelist today to discuss about the topic of should school children be allowed to use mobile phones. Me myself, I bring 15 years of experience in teaching, received Best Teachers Award multiple times, and I believe that I am qualified to talk about this matter. It's been a pleasure for me to be here. I'm deeply grateful and special thanks for the organizer for inviting me today to discuss such an interesting topic and meet such beautiful and intelligent people. It's going to be a really great experience for me. How about you?
Thank you for asking, Professor Luqman, and hello to Ms. Zetty and Izzatul. First of all, I would like to give my thanks to the organizer as getting the idea for inviting me, joining you two for this forum today. I would like to say a little bit about the discussion of this forum, if I may. To be honest, I'm quite relieved about the topic that we will be discussing about. As everyone knows, allowing students to bring their smartphones to school is quite a hot topic among citizens these years. There are so many people who knows me keep asking me about this topic and ask for my opinion. So that is why I'm quite relieved and would like to share with everyone here about my thoughts on this topic. I guess I will pass back to Ms. Zetty.
Thank you. Both of you seem excited and ready for today's topic. So without further ado, I would like to start our discussion. Should school children be allowed to use mobile phone? Well, the number of mobile phones across the globe has increased significantly over just the last few years. And this increase includes a large number of younger, school-age users as well. Having a phone of their own may help them socialize and build friendships. Also, mobile phones allow them to find information through the internet and learning through educational videos and applications. Well, what do you think of this situation, Professor Luqman? Since you have lots of experience being an educator these past years, I bet you're already familiar with this, and I would like you to share your opinion.
Thank you, Miss. I would like to say that letting students use their phones for interactive classwork and activities is an amazing way to keep them present and raise participation to an all-time high. In today's digital age, students are incredibly familiar with their smartphones and often feel comfortable using them. Integrating this device into classwork means students are working with tools they are already accustomed to, which can reduce anxiety and enhance their focus on the learning content. As a result, their cognitive resources can be directed more fully towards engaging and comprehending the subject matter, ultimately boosting their concentration and active participation in the learning process. Furthermore, the integration of smartphones and familiar digital tools encourages students to take ownership of their learning journey. They can actively explore educational content, collaborate with peers, and access resources that resonate with their learning style, which not only bolster their concentration but also foster a sense of empowerment and motivation to actively participate in classwork and activities. This approach aligns with the idea of self-directed learning, where students become more proactive and engaged in their educational pursuits, making them more successful in the long run. That's all.
That's a very great statement, Professor. One proven fact is that cell phone in school can help accelerate student learning. Students involved in social outlets like sport or club are able to excel in the classroom. Using virtual social tools can have that same effect and help students stay engaged in classroom environment. How about you, Dr. Muna? What is your thought on this issue?
Thank you, Ms. Zetty. Yes, like you said, allowing students to bring their technologies can facilitate engagement within classroom engagement. As a fact, smartphone is good because it provides not only to the students but also to the educators with access to various educational resources, research tools, and interactive learning applications. Let me give you some examples. Firstly, technologies provide interactive learning applications. Since kids these days love things that can stimulate their emotions, teachers are recommended to use interactive learning applications that offer engaging content such as quizzes, games, and simulations. This enhances the learning experiences and making it more enjoyable for the students. I have a story here. I have a nephew that averaged 10 years old. We are quite close, and he always told me that most of his classes are boring. But there's a particular day that he told me one of his classes encounters such a heavy topic which is hard for the classroom to understand. So that is when that particular teacher subject asking them to engage with a game that can make them understand the topic better. Fortunately, the students really understand it, and after that, the whole class with the positive vibe. Okay, from this, based on the stories, I would like to say that I would like to share to all the persons who is given the responsibility as educator that not all of your class should be given as lectures. Sometimes it is good to change path using technologies to make interesting activities, and who knows, with this your students will love it more, and they love it than sitting static on the chair literally for an hour to listen to the teacher speaking. Okay, next, the second example of how phones can amplify classroom engagement is with multimedia presentations and content creations. Students can use smartphones in the class to create various multimedia presentations, videos, and podcasts. With this, they can express their creativity and present their ideas in innovative ways. Alright, there will be no more the conquer of computer labs in every school, as students can just using their smartphones to create and make the presented materials given by the teachers anytime and anywhere. Also, by incorporating technology toys like smartphones into educational process, teachers can create dynamic and interactive learning environment that cater to the diverse learning styles and needs of the students. Because of this, school children will feel more excited to learn and cannot wait for tomorrow to come to go to school. That's all for now. I pass back to our Miss Moderator.
That was such a thoughtful explanation. I see that school children bringing their phones to school is literally one great way of learning. Every cell phone has access to a variety of tools that can come in handy in a classroom environment, such as calculator, a timer, and even clock. Another reason why cell phones should be allowed in high school campuses is because they enable group work in the classroom, especially if you have multiple groups working toward different objectives. But children are most vulnerable to smartphones and other technological gadgets. Right from childhood, they are introduced to smartphones. They use these gadgets to listen to music, play games, and chat with their friends, and follow social media as they grow. The content on smartphone is not always child friendly. Furthermore, not all parents monitor their children when they use smartphones. As these gadgets keep kids occupied, elders to find it convenient as they get the time to complete their chores. However, they don't realize that staring at the screen for long hours affect their kids' eyes, brain, mind, and also their way of thinking. Kids also get distracted by smartphones while studying due to the constant pings of notification and demand instant attention. They get introduced to the virtual world via smartphones and get immersed in it. Often the lines between a real virtual get blurred and the kids are left confused about what is real and what they can believe. They also tend to forget what matters and what need their attention as they find themselves lost in their smartphones. So I would like to hear our panel thought on this.
Thank you, Ms. Zetty. Yes, I do agree that despite having many benefits, allowing children to bring their mobile phones also bring its own negative impacts, as mentioned before by the moderator. To add, excessive smartphones use can lead to a decline in face-to-face social skills. Students may become more accustomed to communicating through screen, hindering their ability to develop strong interpersonal relationships. As a result, students may struggle with fundamental social skills such as effective non-verbal communications, active listening, and the ability to emphasize with others, as these skills are often underutilized or underdeveloped when most interactions occur through digital interface. This can have long-term consequences, impacting their ability to form meaningful personal and professional relationships, navigate social situations, and collaborate effectively in the real world. Furthermore, the diminished ability to connect with others on a personal level can result in feelings of isolation and loneliness, which can have detrimental effects on students' mental and emotional well-being. They may find it challenging to understand social cues, resolve conflicts, or build trust in personal and professional relationships, which are essential skills for success and happiness in adulthood. So,
Thank you, Professor Luqman. How about you, Dr. Mona?
Alright, thank you, Miss. Of course, I'm literally sure that everyone here, not only to you, to the two of you, that who are listening to our forum today knows exactly that technologies also bring negative impacts to us. As we are discussing about school children, here are some one of the harmful effects focusing on students is disruptive sleep patterns. Smartphones cause poor sleep quality to children. For instance, at the midnight, when children occupy themselves with their smartphones, the blue light emitted by the screen can interfere with the body's natural sleep cycle, which potentially leading to insomnia and disrupted sleep patterns. Specific conditions of lacking sleep quality are feeling groggy, mood problems including anxiety and depressions. This causes students' attention on the next class lessons slightly to be distracted, as sleep is necessary for all mental, physical, and emotional daily activities. In addition, instead of the negative effect, I would like to recommend some suggestions for everyone to decrease the negative effects. First, for the teachers and the school. School can organize a talk about how phones can bring harm to a person. This way, awareness of the potential risk associated with over-dependence on technology can be spread among not only to the students but also to the teachers. Okay, next, for the parents, they should limit the screen time to the children. Excessive screen time conduct to a sedentary lifestyle potentially lead to behavioral and health issues, Setting limits encourages physical activities and promotes healthy social interactions. It also promotes stronger parents and children relationships. And the last one, for the children and the students, to avoid overusing smartphones, they are recommended to engage in alternative activities such as sports, hobbies, or social interactions. Well, putting a balanced routine between the healthy and between using smartphones and engaging in activities, creating a balanced routine and being mindful of their smartphone usage can help them maintain a healthy relationship with technology. I guess that should be it for me. I will pass back to Ms. Zetty.
Thank you, Dr. Mona. I love talking to both of you talking about this matter. All of the points were actually helping and mentioned. No wonder you have received the title Professor and Doctor. Before we end this session, I would like to ask our panel opinion whether they agree or not about school children using mobile phones.
Okay, based on the brilliant point that was given and discussed by the moderator, Ms. Zetty and Dr. Mona just now, I personally believe that school children shouldn't be allowed to use mobile phones. How about you?
For that question, I guess I will agree that we should allow students to bring their smartphones.
I see that both of you have different opinion on this. So I would like to ask why.
As I mentioned before, despite having many positive effects on school children, I strongly stand with my point that the negative effects of mobile phones overshadows the positive one. As an example, mobile phones can cause health concerns about the potential health effects of prolonged exposure to mobile phone radiation, particularly in younger children whose bodies are still developing. While the research is inconclusive, some argue it's best to err on the side of caution, not to mention it can also cause addiction, as many students use mobile phones for social media, and the constant engagement with likes, comments, and shares can trigger the release of dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter, making them more likely to use their phones frequently, as mentioned before by Ms. Zetty.
As for me, I would like to give 2 reasons why we should allow students to bring their smartphone to school. First is the connectivity. With smartphone, students are enabled to stay connected with their parents, especially in case of emergency. Why do I really strongly agree with this? Because I also have bad experiences, which is when I'm in my secondary school. I always bring my bicycle to go to school, and there's a day that when I want to go home, I can't find anywhere where the bicycle is. But I'm really lucky because after that, my parents are on the way to our home, and that's literally when my mom eye contact with me, and I'm that they really stopped because they feel something wrong with me. Okay, next, let's move on to agency and organization. With smartphones, students can track their schedules, assignments, and important dates. With smartphones, also, they won't forget the important dates to give and hand in the assignments. That is why I strongly suggest that we should allow students to bring their own smartphones to the school. That's all.
Well, thank you. Based on our discussion today, we can say that it must be balanced on both negative and positive sides so that our children won't get stressed by school rules and their learning schedule. It's 2023. We use mobile phones for every purpose, especially for the younger generation. We can't expect them to live the way we used to live. Well, that is all for today. What a great experience working with both of you. I really appreciate it. I hope our discussion today will improve the education system in Malaysia.